Aloha, my name's Marc, and I run and operate Nene Coffee Roaster based here on the Big Island in Kona. And we've been in business for 3.5 years now, and we focus mostly on specialty coffee sourced with local farmers, focusing mostly on Kona and Ka'u. We do wholesale, and also we have a coffee trailer up in Hulualoa. I compete in roasters, my second year competing, and it's been a great experience so far.
Yeah, 2 years competing and 2 years making it to nationals. Can you?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting and congratulations. You traveling all the way from Hawaii to compete in qualifiers. Can you share your experience of how that was?
Oh man, it was rough. Oh my goodness. Going to the competition, I felt excited before going because this is the first time, not the first time, but the first time a qualifier where you actually roast and do everything on the spot. So it's almost like nationals. You're really out of your comfort zone, given an unknown coffee, green grade there, sample roast there, cup there, everything. Yeah, you don't have the accessibility of your own roastery. So that, I think, really leveled out the playing field. Traveling there was really rough. So my flight actually ended up leaving earlier. The moment that I got off my car, my flight was actually already boarding without me knowing. I went to the front desk and I said, hey, can I still make my flight? They're like, yeah, you can make it, but you can't check anything in. And I had a luggage with me. So I was just like, shoving everything in my backpack and just scrambling. The moment I got on the plane, I got an email saying that my flight from LA to Houston got canceled. From Dallas to Houston, that flight got delayed like 2 more times. The moment I landed and got to the venue, I was like 45 minutes before my green grading. That I had to pay out of pocket. Technically, I'm supposed to be disqualified. The organizer, they were nice enough. As long as you can make it for your green grading, you can still compete. The trip was so treacherous and it was so hard to get there, and I invested so much time like away from the business, away from my family, and like financially. So I was like really focused. We roasted a Guatemalan wash. Kona, our Typica originating from Guatemala, so very similar taste profile. Felt really happy with my coffee. I thought it tasted great. Nothing too bright, nothing too light, really balanced, but still like really tart sweetness and a lot of chocolate notes. I think I ended up roasting it a little bit lighter than I initially had, and I think that kind of affected my score. But yeah, hey, I made it, yeah.
Congratulations, because I mean, just going through that just to get to Houston.
Yeah.
You talked about more of that like competitive spirit this year around, having more experience and time, with the Stronghold, working on that, from Portland last year, and how did all that work out for you this year?
I haven't touched the machine since then, since April of last year. The good thing about last year is when I competed, I took a lot of notes. Everything was on my phone. I had like data, and I kind of went in with a pretty like good idea what I wanted to do, which felt really good. I think last year I was too focused on the curves. Yeah, it is a competition, and you are like roasting on the go spontaneously. Of course, like keeping track of everything that you do during sample roasting, so that you can replicate that during production roast. I think that was important, but overall I didn't focus too much on roast curves. That really helped me.
I guess the coffee value assessment system, the way that you describe, or to check all that apply for like the flavor notes and descriptors, how was that experience this year?
I really liked it. From what I hear, that they're trying to make those changes to really line up with world roasting and also national. I really like the new forms and the roast plan that they created.
Yeah, looking at the who competed and just the format of qualifiers, looking at it here, it was a very stacked lineup.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw the email that they sent like to all the competitors. I'm like, holy crap! Wow, there's a lot of fantastic roasters, like big companies. Like it's kind of intimidating, but you just go there and do your thing. Made some new friends, and also met like competitors that I've met in the past. Talking to people, getting certain advice, and getting feedback on what they think about roasting on the Stronghold and stuff like that. It's cool to see everyone's approach, because there are certain competitors that have placed top. And there's a reason why they place top so consistently, because they do things very differently from the rest of us. So I try to like follow them and see when they do their sample roast. So I learned a lot too.
You're moving on to Chicago.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward most to?
Never been to Chicago, so looking forward to that. Yeah. And also planning to take the whole family with me. I think a good time of the year. As far as competition, I'm trying to be not as stressed out about it. Of course, like I'm going to go do my best, but I think I do want to prepare by just cupping a little bit more prior to competition, just to be on point with my flavor notes. A lot of roasters, we talk about having like roaster's instinct and going with your guts. It's also really important, whether it's like when roasting or cupping and like writing your roast plan, just going with what you feel is right. Just gonna go have a good time with family. I personally would like to place better than last year, but we'll see. Yeah.
You've made it back-to-back years. You represent Hawaii. You want to see more roasters from Hawaii compete. If that opportunity ever comes around and other roasters make it there, would you ever consider coaching them or?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's been hard like competing as a business owner, and even like next year, I don't know if I can compete. My wife says, is this gonna be your last year? I'm like, I don't know. Like running a business, having a family, it's a lot. The reason why I want to keep on competing is there's not many like representation from Hawaii in all the competition, whether it's barista, roasters, or latte art. If I knew that there were like more people competing, and like I would feel totally fine, like just backing off and like, oh yeah, my competition days are over. If it ever come to that, oh yeah, I would love to coach whoever does like make it to nationals. But at the moment, when I go to all these competitions, I'm like the only guy from Hawaii, which is kind of sad. I feel lonely. And I appreciate Frank and the Be Bright team for letting me tag along, because they've been like great, like keeping me in their ohana and making me feel like one of them.
Yeah, definitely. Hope more coffee professionals compete from Hawaii and
Yeah.
all the disciplines.
Thomas from Honolulu Coffee Company. That guy has so much talent. I hope to see him back in the competition. Yeah. And even like Daryl Fukunaga, latte artist, one of Hawaii's best latte artists. Hope he makes it to like doing like latte art competition. There's a lot of talent, in Hawaii. And I feel like Hawaii doesn't get the representation that it deserves. I hope, one day it will be back there on the map. And the perception of Hawaiian coffee is still on the mainland is still like, it's not specialty. It's not specialty grade. I hope to change that perception. And for now, I'm going to go to nationals. And for as far as next year, we'll see. We'll just take it one year at a time. Yeah.
Yeah. Fast forward to, February 2024 and seeing that you went to qualifiers and made it to nationals. That's really happy for you, Marc, and excited to see you compete in Chicago in a couple months.
It's been great. I really appreciate everyone who like cheered me on, and I really also appreciate like my wife, because she's been like supporting me, because when I'm gone, just like she's the one to take care of our son, and just really appreciate everyone, whether it's our customers or our fan and Savor brand. You guys, it's been a huge support of me and my business. I really appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Marc, you do such a great job of, being a role model here, elevating folks from the outside see Hawaii coffee, but you're definitely changing, like those ideas and what Hawaii coffee is. So, and growing your business too. It's amazing watching, you White Nene coffee grow over the years too. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Marc, thank you so much for the time. We'll see you in Chicago.
All right, Marc. I'll definitely see you in Chicago.
Right.